Hello everyone. We just got through with watching the Guilty Gear Strive presentation, and they've showed us the final roster minus one character. And me and Bash, my special guest, decided it might be funny to make a day negative 180 tier list. So we are now making a tier list for the game that we haven't even played, and it'll be 100 days, 100 plus days until we get to play it. And we're gonna try to see everything. And, well, we're just going to try to make our most accurate tier list as we can, and then we're going to come back and look at it when the game's actually out and see how close we were. First character up alphabetically should be Anji, which, funnily enough, we have seen nothing of Anji as of yet. So we're going to be going off of, I'm going to pull up the video of EVO 2013 of Guilty Gear Accent Core, I believe. And we're going to be watching what he does in that, and then debating about what he's probably going to do in Strive.
Sounds good. Yeah, also neither of us have really spent much time with Pulsar. So
Yeah, nope.
This is kind of a first look at Anji.
Yeah.
For either of us.
First thing I'm noticing is that stomp attack. I feel like that's a charge move, but I don't know.
He has like a special move that's it's a bit of a... It's not quite a Rekka, but it's like he does a special move where he attacks forward and then has like a variety of follow-ups. That also, it looks like the stomp is P during auto guard. I'm not quite sure. Okay, what's that? That looks pretty good. He's like throwing a projectile and then it delays, falls.
Yeah.
Dustloop is calling that move Butterfly and then Butterfly Oki. So it's like a slow fireball that's kind of small, but then when it hits you, it turns into a butterfly and then falls down again.
Interesting.
Nice. It reminds me a bit of Baiken's general playstyle of like, or not playstyle of sort of wanting to take advantage of the opponent's predictable offense.
Yeah.
Use that momentum against them.
Hot take, I think that Anji, just looking at him in that game, I think they're gonna really downplay the speed of him. I think he's going to be a lot slower, like similar to Novoroyuki, in the fact that he kind of stays still throughout the game.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot more about making the right choice against Anji's pressure than it is gonna be about like just him wailing on you.
He's gonna be B tier. Axel. Yeah. Axel. Axel's interesting. As an Axel main myself, Axel is very interesting in this. One thing that I did notice, let's see if I can skip to it, to his Sickle Flash. We all know his Sickle Flash, his best tool.
This move can cancel out the opponent's projectiles.
Yeah.
At the same time.
It can do that. It always does that.
Soaring Chain Strike.
Now this is the thing that really stood out to me. Watch this. So, Potemkin, full screen.
Available during Sickle Flash. Axel pulls back the extended chain sickle in a trajectory that catches the opponent in the air.
Let's see him. Let's see him jump in the air.
Intercept the opponent when they dodge the Sickle Flash by jumping.
Catches Potemkin and brings him into close range on block at full screen. So, probably not. I would assume that Axel is... Or is Potemkin plus? I don't know. Usually after that, on block, the Rensen 8 is usually at least a little bit minus. So I would assume that that situation is really bad for Axel, and considering that's one of his most important tools, I think that's going to be very scary for Axel players. At least he got the winter cherry thing. I don't know what that name is in Japanese. Yeah, that looks a lot quicker.
The main thing is, like, since it's coming from the other side of the screen, it will be better the farther away they are, right?
Yeah.
So that's sort of the range that you see. Like, it was so slow there. Like, that was definitely reactable, but I feel like if you're full screen, you have very little time to react.
Yeah.
Although the range of this move is long,
which I think was kind of the intention of the move. I also think these two moves, Snail and whatever the Aerial Snail and
or in a combo.
the S1 he gets are both fair.
Yeah, the S1 is the one that stands out to me as probably a really strong Oki mix-up. Rainwater. Because, like, think, you know, someone does a DP and you do that, and that not only covers the meaty, but also backdashes you so you don't get hit by a DP.
Yeah, and then on counter hit you get, like, pretty nice damage. Well, I think overall he seems stronger than he is in Xrd, especially because it seems like a lot of people want to be playing more of a slow mid-range game in Strive as opposed to Xrd, and that's the space that Axel can really eat you.
Yeah.
But he still has his standard weaknesses of if you're making the wrong choices, he's fairly punishable.
I think
so
it's...
I think he'd probably be lower A.
Are you sure? I think, as my counterpoint, I think that Axel will suffer the same that he does in Xrd, where he's pretty universally okay, but he has some absolutely horrid matchups. Because think about the Leo matchup for Axel in a game where he doesn't have a DP, and doesn't have a parry, and doesn't have a command grab that he can use up close.
Well, I mean, that's why you have the jumping special moves, or to deal with that situation, I think.
I guess, but I think it all depends on who's top tier, because if the crazy fast rushdown characters are top tier, Axel will be bottom tier, and if they're bottom tier, Axel will be top tier.
Yeah, but since we don't really know that, I think the pace of the game does lend itself to Axel being better. But
I'm putting him at the top of B.
Top of B? Are we ordering this?
Yes.
Okay. Top of B is fine, man.
Chip. Chip looks like he's lost a lot of what makes him good, honestly.
Yeah, I don't like Chip in this game.
I think he got a little bit neutered here.
He got a lot of it neutered. The fact that he can't teleport sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think just the problem is, like, if you watch, it takes so long for him to be able to cancel that the opponent can react to which cancel he's doing. I mean, I haven't blocked it yet, so I can't really say, but it just feels like what I want that to do is there's a character in BlazBlue named Izanami whose ability is that when she does a double jump, instead of jumping twice, she hovers and can use all of her normals in the air. And I feel like something like that for Chip, where he immediately clings on the wall behind the opponent and can attack right away, would make that a lot more scary. The fact that there's like that slight delay makes it a lot less ambiguous to me.
I feel like Chip lost a lot of what makes him good. I think he's going to end up being bottom of C tier, or middle of C tier, around there. Faust. We actually saw some Faust gameplay, but first I'm going to do the, where is it? The character guide for Faust, just so we can see his normals and stuff.
Sure.
Or not his normals, his specials, that's what I meant to say.
Faust is a tricky mix. Faust
Mix.
During the move, you can control where Faust is moving.
Yeah, this is sort of replacing Pogo into going my way. Just kind of making it one move.
Even when they block, it can be difficult to punish this move.
I think that move looks really strong, honestly.
Yeah.
Because you can control it. You can control it kind of like how you can control your air momentum in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Mix is going to be a strong move. Definitely very good for cross-ups. I think it looks super ambiguous.
I feel like Faust's overall strength between now and the game's release is really going to be dependent on whether or not that is all of his items and how exactly they will really function.
Yeah. I think he's going to get more items. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, like right there, Novoroyuki's going to get the Faust army.
Alright, so let's head over here, and where do you think he's going to end up?
I feel like Faust has a lot of potential to be strong, but he also feels like his items are super matchup dependent.
Yes.
Like the fact that, like, I feel like the main one that I'm noticing is in matchups where he can't control neutral as well as the other character, the trumpets are awful.
Yeah.
The fact that, like, if like Novoroyuki there was just keeping him out well spaced sword strikes, I think he got like every trumpet.
Yeah, I personally think that Faust is going to be one tier lower than Axel. That's where I'd like to put him. Does that sound right to you?
I would agree, but I think Axel is low A. But
you think Axel's low A? Should we move him up?
I don't think Faust is C.
I don't think Faust is C either. I think he fits right in between Anji and Axel.
I think that's fine, yeah.
Yeah, that looks about right to me. I want to put him in A, but I also don't want to put Axel in A.
Okay.
I guess moving on to Giovanna.
Giovanna.
Giovanna. Let's watch her character reveal real quick. I was watching this a bunch, actually. One thing that I noticed about her is she's definitely rushdown. She has Cammy's cross-up kick. She has the, you know, the whatchamacallit. Okay, I don't care about this.
Eno! I love that the dog is a ghost, by the way.
Yeah. Her theme's a little bit bunk, but that doesn't matter. I'm not sure how I feel about this theme. Okay, one thing that I do notice. Look, off of a counter hit on that, it wall splats, and I think that's really strong.
Yeah.
I don't think it wall splats on not counter hit, or maybe it always counter hit, or maybe it always wall splats near the wall. We don't know. I don't know if that was a command grab or a tick throw. Could have been either. I'm glad that they show us her afro. I think that's amazing.
That was kind of fun, yeah.
I wonder if this is a special move here. Hold on.
The rapid kicks.
Yeah, the flurry of kicks. I feel like there's a chance that's a mash K or a quarter circle K input.
Yeah.
Or I feel like the most obvious answer for that is it's a command normal where if you keep mashing K, you keep getting kicks. So it's like it's not a special move because, you know, you have to mash for a certain amount of time before it comes out, like how Blanca works. I think it's just press a button, get a kick, press a button, kick, press a button, kick, press a button, kick, you know?
I personally hope that's not the case because I feel like that would be both really annoying to defend against, like, because she can keep it ambiguous, like how many kicks she's going to do. Or on top of that, I feel like it would be annoying. I hate mashing. I hate having to mash for the characters I'm playing.
I feel like after she would finished mashing, it would be pretty minus.
Yeah. But she has a follow-up from it there. I don't know. We'll see if she does it again. Yeah, it was like a jam style.
Ooh, see that cross-up? Yeah, she has a cross-up special move. I know, I've heard that. After that,
Is this just Anji reveal?
Yeah, I think she looks pretty strong.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to say for her and the only other character we haven't seen player gameplay of, who we'll talk about later.
Yeah, he'll be our last.
I'm not salty at all about it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I feel like she's going to be pretty strong because overall this game feels like it's relatively slow paced, and she has a lot of ways to like get in really quick.
Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna do. I think that's what we'll do.
Okay.
Does that seem right to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And then next up, we're actually not going to do Kai. We're going to do the character that hasn't been revealed, because it's going to be Johnny. Where do we think Johnny's going to be? Because, you know, that's alphabetical. J,
sure,
K,
yeah, it's going to be Johnny.
M.
Johnny is going to be S tier, so just go and put him in S tier.
No, Johnny's going to get neutered. I think Johnny's going to get fucked. Because he was so strong in this game. I think they're going to pull a Bayonetta. You know how Bayonetta in Smash 4, top tier. Bayonetta in Ultimate, very bottom tier. Because they just took everything she had. I think they're going to take a lot of what Johnny has. They're probably going to make it a lot harder to get Mistfinder leveled up. And then once you do get Mistfinder leveled up, I doubt it's going to go full screen.
I feel like there's a lot of theory crafting here, though. I feel like if we're basing on what we do know about the character, if Johnny functions basically the same as he does in Xrd in this game, with like this game's overall game structure, I think Johnny would be pretty strong. I don't think he'd be S, but I think he'd be A or B.
My hot take is they're going to make the coin a lot worse if he's in. I think the coin is going to go further, but also have a lot of end lag. Like, it's going to be ping, now he can move.
All right. This is my hot take. We have no idea who this character is going to be, so let's just tell the chat that imagine their favorite character hasn't gotten in yet. They're going to be revealed on January 1st. After the Anji trailer, they're going to reveal your favorite character that you want to be in Strive, and they're going to be ass. So just put that in D.
I think I'm playing off the bet that it's Johnny, and I think Johnny's gonna be better than Chip, but still C tier.
Okay, if you wanna do the bet, that is Johnny.
Yes. Obviously, I have no clue. It could be Ino. It could be fucking Order Soul. I don't know.
It's not gonna be Order Soul.
It's not.
Doesn't make sense for it to be Order Soul.
Yeah.
The Crusades were 8,000 years ago, dude.
All right, Kai. We're on to Kai. We don't really need to look at this much because we know what Kai does. He does the same stuff.
There is one thing that I noticed when I was watching this in the shower earlier that I think is very important to mention to you.
What would that be?
Greed Sever
Yep.
is now safe.
Ooh. I think, this is just personally, I think Kai, stronger than he is in Xrd without Shock State. So if they took this whole mechanic out, he's still stronger than he was in Xrd. With Shock State, I think Kai's gonna be one of the best characters in the game.
I think Kai is the best character in the game.
I really think Kai's gonna be really, really good.
Kai's super strong. Like his full screen presence with the way stunnage works. Like even if you block it, he puts the stunnage or the shock state debuff on you.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that like his rushdown in this game is actually kind of crazy. Like when we watched Finrich play him, like he was competing in mid-screen rushdown with Leo, right?
Yeah.
Like he was making Leo sit there and block for a while.
Kai is going to be really good. Really good.
Yeah, I feel like everything that you want a character to do in Strive, Kai does.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, he'll kill Finrich here though. There's one particular setup where Finrich just holds the corner for like 8 years.
Yeah.
Where we can see like on top of the fact that Kai's neutral is so strong, both in Xrd and in this game, and he can also just like blow you up in the corner.
Yeah, for sure. Look, he gets tapped by one hit of the shock.
Like I don't think Como gets out of this corner. Yeah,
Just
and there's
look at
Greed
this.
Sever actually being fast and safe.
Look at how strong that is. That is insane. And then the DP.
Now nowhere came the reversal.
Good grab.
Yep.
At that meaty
It looked like the shock state
Did he just-
effect happened during block there also.
I think I might have just seen something wrong. Obviously, we haven't seen everything. I don't want to watch the whole presentation, but I think me
we
and
can
Bash
stop there.
are
Just go
universally in agreement that Kai is going to be one of the strongest characters in this game.
Yep.
For now, I think I'm putting him in S tier. The only other characters who I think contest him, we will discuss later.
Yeah, I have two.
I have one, and it's funnily enough, I'll just say who it is now. I think Soul's gonna be really good.
Yes. I was gonna say Seoul, and then I could see Mei being top of A or low S.
I am also really excited for Mei. I am extremely excited for Mei. Because I secondary Mei, and I did that because I want to main her in this game. Because she looks so strong. We don't care about all this. Dolphin, still just as strong of a rushdown tool. Dolphin vertical, still good. Overhead kiss. This is what we care about.
Yeah, you care about this?
Yes. First of all, Beach Ball comes out way faster.
This is an easy to use move to put the pressure on the opponent at mid.
It doesn't bounce anymore, but I don't think it needs to bounce anymore because of that.
Yeah, the fact that it still comes out on hit, like if Mei gets hit, I mean.
Yes.
Great for Yamato attack. Mr. Yamada appears out of the
I think that's going to be a very strong tool for Mei. I have a feeling she's going to get one more special move.
I would
And
agree.
I think that it's going to... This is just a hot take of mine. I think it's going to take a little bit of her super from the last game. You know, where she does the spinny, 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 and then sends out Goshugawara.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a special move of that without Goshugawara. I think that would be... that's just my idea for it. And I don't think it's going to be very good.
My main thing that I want to see Mei get is a pulse for the victim.
Yeah, that's her dolphin summon.
Yeah, like right now, Dolphins still seem really strong, and in fact, probably stronger than they are in Xrd just because of the damage they're getting right now.
Yeah.
but it feels like a lot of the strength of the Dolphins is the fact that you could sort of set it up and then delay the release, whereas the fact that that's not present and then the Seal ball move always hits the same way kind of takes out May's sort of ambiguous Oki.
Yeah, she still has the she at least still has the drop down move with her her downward jumping heavy, so she can still like cancel her momentum and do really ambiguous cross ups like that where she's literally just on top of you and you have to guess.
I still think she's gonna be really strong. I think they took out a lot of her more situational, like surprising Oki stuff, but then made her like a lot more solid with the changes to her Ashigawara or Arisugawa, the seal.
Arisugawa, yeah. I think Mei is going to be strong in this game for sure.
Yeah.
Better than Axel. Maybe better than Giovanna.
Yeah, I feel like unfortunately we haven't seen enough of Giovanna to know.
I think Giovanna looks really strong. If Giovanna has a chip health bar, then Mei's here. Or here. If Giovanna has a high health bar, she's here.
I think right now Mei is bottom of S. From what we've seen so far.
I would want to put her more top of A because I think Mei's going to struggle with getting out of pressure just like she does in the last game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
And think of it being in matchups specific stuff. I think just from what we've seen, she loses hard to Kai, which we have both decided is the best character in the game.
Yeah.
So she would be a little bit less relevant because of that. Okay, so I think she's top of A.
Let me rescind my prior hot take. If Giovanna and Mei are like top of A, Axel needs to be top of B. I don't think he's in the same league as them.
I also agree. I also think that Axel should be top of B. I think top of B for Axel, and then we haven't talked about Leo yet, but I think he's going to be bottom of A or either above Giovanna.
Yeah, I think Leo, where Leo will line up, kind of depend on the how strong the characters that are good against Leo end up being.
Yeah, and we already saw footage for Leo, so we don't really need to go back and look at it too much. Yeah. I'll leave it playing in the background just while we discuss. Oopsies. Oopsies.
There it is.
There it is.
This is the one.
Yep.
The next round is the one that Leo wins, I'm pretty sure, so we can just let it go.
Yeah. I think he, oh my god. That's something I didn't even notice. Look at how fast he gets out the, Super Dwarf. Is it gonna go back? Yes. Super Dwarf. Super Dwarf. Yeah. I think that's his powered up projectile, at least. I don't know.
The first one was S. I believe the second one was as well. Yes.
Maybe. I don't know. He looks like he's able to get those out a lot faster than in Xrd.
I think it's just Tomo, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I think Leo's going to be strong in this game, personally. But I don't know how strong.
Okay, yeah, so it's 2 out of 3. Yeah, unfortunately.
I like that super animation.
I feel like Rushdown is
more guilty gears never.
Like,
Rushdown,
everybody
yes.
And Leo does not feel as proportionally slow.
No, Leo looks like he's from Xrd, and Kai looks like he's good.
Yeah. Like, I think it's a Patrick Miller tweet from when Leo was announced that Leo was a Strive character in Xrd.
Yeah,
but
I think...
he's always been a Strive character before Strive was even a thing.
Definitely.
I kind of agree.
I'm interested in his what I assume to be a down-down input, because that looks like... I'm going to assume that's down-down punch. That's what I say that input is. Where he does the slam.
Yeah, instance.
I think that is either going to end up being really, really good, or not useful at all. But judging by how much the Leo player is using it, Tomo is using it, I think it's going to be good. I personally believe that that's going to be very plus on block, and that's going to be its use.
He uses it a couple of times to extend combos.
Yeah, it also, does air bounce, I think.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, launch, not air bounce. Yeah, I don't know. I think Leo's gonna be good. Not as good as Kai. I want to
It's
put...
hard to say where he's going to be in relation to May and Giovanna.
I want to say he's higher than May, but I don't know. I almost feel like...
Yeah.
I almost feel like I want to move May below Giovanna, but I'm not sure.
I feel like we just don't know enough about Giovanna to say for sure, so it's going to be close no matter what.
Yeah.
But I would agree that I think Leia will probably be as strong or a bit stronger than May.
I think he's top of A for now.
Okay.
On to Melia. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think Melia is probably going to be one of the worst characters.
Yep. I would agree.
Melia looks very, very weak here. She, once again, lost a lot of what makes her good. Doesn't have the role. I think she lost her... She still has her decent Oki. Lost the pin. Lost the roll.
She also lost TK Bad moving overhead.
Yeah, her double jump is weird and is super delayed. So that almost makes her air game worse than everyone else.
I'm curious if that is actually going to work like a bedpan jump. That's kind of what it looks like, is that Dobro is picking a direction after standing on the rose for a second.
I think Melia is going to be... I've already said it, I'm repeating myself. Melia looks bad. I think...
I don't know so much that she looks awful, just more that she's on the strength scale, she's relatively low.
Yeah, I feel like there are two types of... I feel like there are almost two character designers for Strive. There's the one team who wants the game to be fast, and there's the other team who wants the game to be slow.
They're the two wolves that live
inside Guilty Gear. Yes. And for some reason, both of the teams swapped their character assignments. The rushdown, the fast team was given the slow characters, and the slow team was given the fast characters. So Chip and Melia, really fast characters, are really slow in this game. And then Kai is insanely quick. Leo, he's supposed to be quick. May also has a lot of shenanigans. I think Melia is going to be worse than Chip, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Actually, it depends on what Chip's health bar looks like. If Chip...
I think on what we know now, Melia is worse than Chip.
Yeah. If both Chip and Melia, if their speeds... Like, this is assuming that Chip and Melia can relatively take the same amount of damage. But, you know, if, say, Chip also has a really squishy health bar, like he does in Rev 2, I think Chip's going to be worse than Melia. But yeah, Chip and Melia, two very similar characters down at the bottom tier. I don't know if I'd put anyone in D tier yet.
I don't think anyone's going in D tier.
Yeah, Novoroyuki up next. We actually... actually, I think I'm going to watch his reveal trailer. I don't actually have that pulled up. But it showed a lot of stuff in his reveal trailer that didn't get shown in the exhibition match.
Yeah, like we didn't see him go berserk in the exhibition match.
Yeah, Novoroyuki trailer. His theme is amazing.
Yeah. In general, what are your thoughts about Novoroyuki?
Mid tier. The mid tierest of mid tiers.
I'm gonna hard disagree with you. I think he's really, really strong.
Seriously?
Yes. I think he's very strong.
I think he is the most all-around character ever. Like, he's not bad, but he's not good. You will see him in tournaments often. You know what I mean? It all depends on how strong Berserker Stance is, though. Actually, now that I think about it, if Berserker Stance is, like, amazing, then he's going to be way better. Because, you know, it's just such a polarizing mechanic. Yeah, his walk speed is super low. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
Just his movement in general, because his dash takes him nowhere.
Yeah, look at that, though. That pressure of my screen is so good.
Yeah. He looks like a neutral-based character.
For sure. Definitely.
I think he's going to be I think he's going to be the easy-to-learn, hard-to-master character. You know, like, he just has good tools, and that's what makes him good. but effectively using those good tools in addition to his managing the blood meter. I think that's really gonna what makes him complex.
Yeah.
But yeah, he looks like a character that you can just press buttons with and be advantageous. But you can definitely tell they wanted to slow down the pace of this game. And I think they nailed it with Novoroyuki if that's what they want. The more footsie space, like, what buttons should I be throwing out? Am I plus here? Instead of the going all-out aggression style of Guilty Gear, normally.
Yeah.
And you said you want Novoroyuki to be really high tier, whereas I think he is very mid tier.
I don't think he's very high tier. I think he's like below Giovanna right now.
That's where I was going to put him. I was going to compromise. I was going to say either above Axel or below Giovanna, but I think he's definitely better than Axel.
Yeah.
Potemkin. I think Potemkin is definitely better than Melia and Chip.
Yes. Potemkin in general feels like he functions almost exactly the same, except he gets this move where he like, it's almost like an alternative to Flick that's a bit more offensive.
Yeah, his I cannot remember what his little arm flamethrower does, but I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that and going, oh. Also, look at the damage from Buster.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Slidehead looks way faster in this game. Slidehead looks way better. Or I don't know, actually, how long does it knock him down for? Let me check.
It knocks down for a less amount of time. And
yeah.
It doesn't look that much faster to me, personally.
It looks like he gets up faster, though, at least.
Yeah, he gets up faster. That's true. He gets up faster, but he knocks him down for less time.
Yeah.
Potemkin releases a blow that causes the opponent to crumple. Although the startup of this move is slow, it can leave the opponent vulnerable when it connects.
Is that on block? Is that block?
Yeah. It guard crushes on block. That's the interesting thing about it.
Although the startup of this move is slow, it can leave the opponent vulnerable when it connects.
Can you what?
Block string into it. Oh, I think they're about to do that.
Potemkin will be able to move before the opponent, even when it's guarded.
Yeah, that's
so
the situation.
So you'll want to use it aggressively at close range.
I think that.
Like Heat Knuckle.
What was that?
I think that's really strong.
I think it is pretty good. Yeah.
It's a great way for Potemkin to continue his.
It's also safe. Like that was a safe setup. I think overall, due to the slower pace of the game, some of his newer tools allowing for easier pot busters, I would say Potemkin is definitely going to be better than he is in Xrd. I think I would put him behind or above Faust.
I was thinking behind Faust too, and just thinking about how Anji's probably going to be, I'm moving him up.
Okay.
Obviously, we have zero clue.
We have zero clue, but based on the way he works and the way Strife works, I think he's probably going to be upper mid tier.
Yes. Ramelethal. Ram lethal. Isn't that what the announcer says?
Ram lethal.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah, we moved on from Chumpkin, now we're in Ram lethal.
Yeah. Ramelethal looks better. Better in this game.
Yeah, the thing that bothers me is what I was really looking to see here is since she can kind of put her swords out as like a fireball.
Yeah.
I was hoping that she would be able to do that and then also command them. But as we see throughout the match here, it doesn't look like she has her sword setups anymore. Looks like they're just gone.
Yeah. I don't think Ramlethal's S tier. I don't think Ramlethal's A tier. I think Ramlethal. You think Ramlethal's A tier?
Definitely, yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, maybe. I think she's either top of B or bottom of A.
I think she is either just below or right above Novoroyuki.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think she might have more better tools than Novoroyuki. She was definitely made by the camp of people who want this game to be Rev 3.
Yeah.
You can tell. Whereas Novoroyuki was not.
She just seems like she zones you out with sort of like the delayed hit of the fireball swords, and then she doesn't have the weird sword setups anymore, but like the fact that she still has strings and can kind of delay those strings by not finishing them and then using fireball and then resetting that way.
Yeah.
Feels like she will be able to run you over if you're not like familiar with her gaps.
I'd have to agree with that. Now next, I think we have our second S tier character coming up, Seoul. So we haven't seen anything much of Seoul. He still hasn't gotten his dragon install. The main things I want to talk about are, his standard neutral game just seems really good. Just, because of the speed of his stuff. Yeah, Gunflame Feint. I don't really care too much about this. There's just one part that I really want to show off. Viper looks the same. I want to show off his ground Viper replacement.
It's so much
Oh yeah.
better.
Oh yeah. It's also interesting how Bandit Revolver doesn't do the second kick. Or a second kick unless it's blocked.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it hits actually. What another thing of note is that I'm pretty sure Seoul was like the best character to be playing during the beta.
Yeah.
Oh, Bandit Bringer is much faster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wild Throw is another thing I wanted to talk about. Seoul having such strong offensive pressure, having a command grab that does about the same damage as Potemkin Buster is a big deal.
Yes. It's about the same damage as Pot Buster, and it's
On a
more
character.
damage than a Wild Throw combo in Xrd, and you get knocked down.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't think you get Oki. No, you don't. Night Raid Vortex. This is his replacement. What a stupid name. Anyways, the fact that he still low profiles projectiles, all that, you don't have to be mashing to make it go as far as you want, and it is safe on block.
Yep, and it's a combo starter.
Yeah, look at that. That's so much better than Ground Viper.
Also, play it one more time. I have something I want to point out about it. I'm pretty sure it's literally Stroke the Big Tree. I'm pretty sure it's literally Stroke the Big Tree, but a combo starter. Which is insane. Stroke the Big Tree is only a combo starter in the corner.
Yeah.
That's Eno's low profile move.
Yeah. I couldn't, Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. I didn't even notice that when watching Fafnir. Wait a minute! Fafnir guard crushes. Fafnir guard crushes. Look at this.
That seems a little silly.
Guard crush. That is, without a doubt, a guard crush. Blocking Fafnir into RRC probably leads to a combo. And it is also plus on block.
Soul. Stop it, Soul. Yeah, Soul seems really good.
Yeah, weird thing about it, though, is, as you can see, hitting it on not counter hit does not crumple. It just makes him bounce up, which is weird. I mean,
Yeah, and
still...
then you can follow up with Stroke the Big Soul and get your full combo.
Obviously, he's gonna get Dragon Install, because they literally confirmed that they were going to give him Dragon Install. But yeah, I think Soul is going to be S tier. I think he's S tier.
Hot take, I think he's better than Kai.
Hot take, I think you are definitely wrong.
I think they're very, very comparably strong, but yeah, it's close. It's close. It's just that Kai is so dominant in controlling space that I think that makes him the better character at high level play. But like beginner and like intermediate skill level, Soul's gonna destroy people.
Yeah, I know you've watched this, so I'll let you talk more about Zato.
Yeah, so I'm a Zato player in Xrd, and a couple of things about Zato. I was worried that he was gonna lose negative edge due to them wanting to simplify controls for beginners, but he clearly still has it based on the way he, you'll notice that there's moments where he has Eddie out and he's moving while Eddie does stuff, like right there. And then there's also different moments where you see him doing what looks like a clear summon animation for Eddie. I'm pretty sure the low-hitting drill is being replaced by the Eddie counter that we see very briefly in this. We don't get to see the follow-up, but we see it's the one where Eddie turns into like a tree of hands. But I think the real highlight of what we see from Zato is the fish. Or sorry, the frog.
Yeah,
the frog looks crazy strong.
Oh, he uses the tree of hands there.
Yeah, the tree of hands right there. So this is the setup I think is coolest as a Zato player to see that he still has sauce. Is it looks like what he's doing is he's putting the Eddie counter in front of Melia as she's on wake up, so she doesn't want to hit a button, and then he runs up and command throws her.
Actually, that's not what happened there. If you look, Eddie is behind her when he does the wall. So what he does is uses it as a makeshift corner, and then grabs her. So she can't...
pushing her up against Eddie there?
Yeah, look. Just watch it. I'm going to put it in super low speed. And we're going to go back. And you'll see, he definitely pushes her against Eddie.
Okay. Right.
Look, see that right there?
Right. Yo, that's awesome.
See that right there? Yep.
Yep, Eddie's a corner. You can make Eddie a deployable corner. And that is the counter move. So it's a counter and a deployable corner. That's awesome.
I think Zato's gonna be good.
I also think Zato's gonna be good. I would argue he might be
here.
Yeah. I don't know if he's better or worse than Giovanna.
I think he's better.
Yeah. I feel like he's gonna have some bad matchups. I think he'll have like polarizing matchups. But overall he'll probably be pretty strong.
Yeah, and one thing about Seoul that I do want to mention real quick is obviously they're still being balanced. I have a hunch that they're going to remove the guard crush for Fafnir. And if that's the case, I would move him here, but still above Leo. But
no, he's still an S. He's still so good.
Yeah, I think this is complete though. Are there any people you think you might want to shift around? I think maybe Potemkin going up above Faust, actually, maybe.
Yeah, I could see that. I would also argue that we might want to just straight up remove Anji and question mark because we know nothing.
No, that's the whole joke.
I know, but like we know literally nothing.
That's the whole joke. We know literally nothing about any of these guys. Well, we know a little bit of things.
Yeah.
For Zato, we know what he looks like in gameplay without a UI.
We don't know what his special moves inputs are.
Yeah, and we're still ranking him. We're still putting him high tier. So, yeah, there are only like 6 characters we've seen gameplay of. Or, well, excluding the characters that have been in the beta. Which I
feel pretty good about this.
I think this is fine. Now that we've switched Potemkin with Faust, I hate having Faust so low, but I feel like this is right.
Yeah, I hate having Faust so low, but I think that's less because I think it's wrong, and more that I just hate the fact that Faust is lower mid tier. I want Faust to be good. Yeah,
I also agree with that. I feel like Faust being lower mid tier with this limited amount of characters, like this is the full release of the game. This is how many characters there are. I feel like Faust being low tier means a lot less than it would be if Faust was bottom 5 in Exard. It would mean way more than Faust being bottom 5 in a game where there are 15 characters, because there's bottom 5, top 5, and then 5.
Yeah, I also feel like this game does follow Exard's general balance. It looks fairly close, maybe a little bit more polarizing for like Kai and Seoul look so good.
Yeah.
But in general, I feel like the distance between Kai and Seoul and the rest of the cast is higher than the distance between like Leo and Chip, for example.
Oh yeah, for certain. Kai especially. Kai gives me some severe Johnny vibes. He gives me flashbacks. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's right. I'll quickly list off. For our top 5 characters, we currently have Kai, Seoul, Leo, Mei, and Zato. And then for our bottom 5, we have Melia, Chip, maybe Johnny, Faust, and Potemkin, Chumpkin. Yes.
Now, when you say it like that, Zato being top 5 is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
There's only 15. There's only 15 characters.
Yeah, Zato is top 5, but is still upper mid tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then top of mid tier, I like Giovanna being top of mid tier. And now that I look at it, I literally put Novoroyuki exactly where I said I would put him, so thanks for letting me get away with that.
I didn't want him in B.
You're right. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is literally the mid tier of mid tiers, and that's what I said at first, so I'm glad I got away with that.
Yeah.
I think, funnily enough, one of the characters we knew the least about, Giovanna, was the character that I was going off of for a lot of my placements. I was looking at how a character balanced up to this character, because even though we didn't see much of what she is, we get a very good general idea of how she plays.
Yeah. Relative to how the Strider wants to play.
Yeah. I think this is good. If anybody else wants to use this template, you certainly can. I think it would be really funny to see other people do this. I think it would be great to see what other people have to say. Obviously, you can paste it in the picture dump over on our server, which I will put up on the screen right now. And, yeah, just show us what you've got. Thank you for tuning in, everybody who watched the stream, and thank you for everyone who watched it on YouTube. There should be an edited version of this coming out in just a couple of days, probably. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I will talk to you guys later.
Thanks for watching.